Here's the startling reality. Over 30,000 children die a day as a result of poverty. These children are dying because they were born involuntarily into a world which many people believe that the human rights of some are more important than the human rights of all. We live in a world where millions of children are trapped in the claws of modern-day slavery, yet the story of the day on every major media broadcast is oil, lies, and political agenda. On behalf of every child that's ever suffered or died as a result of poverty, I'm asking that every living soul in this crazy world dig deep into their spirit and grasp on to the belief that change is possible. We have to understand that it is not unrealistic to live in a global environment that is built on the belief that every man, woman, and child deserves an equal opportunity. 30,000 children dying a day is a clear indication that we've somehow become less caring and less compassionate on a global scale. Losing one child as a result of poverty is tragedy. Losing 30,000 per day is purely mass murder. I represent a bold generation of people who seek to change the world. A generation that is not afraid to put our religious, racial, and cultural differences aside to focus on a better future for the generations that come after us. We understand that equal human rights is not an American, European, or Asian issue. It is a global issue that requires us to take action on a global scale. We're a bold group of people who refuse to let poverty continue taking our children. I've made the choice to dedicate my life to helping others pursue and achieve a better quality of living. The beautiful part is that I'm not alone. There are millions of people who have chosen to play a critical role in creating a better future for the generations that come after our own. We don't want to wait on our government or faith-based organizations to change our world. Creating a better world starts right now where you stand. The process of global change starts in the hearts of individuals, then extends to our communities. From our communities, we should keep expanding our territory. Playing a role and encouraging others to play a role is vital. We've got to get out of this me, myself, and our way of thinking. There's absolutely no excuse big enough to explain why so many children are dying each day. I represent a group of people who believe that the human rights of an American child is just as important as the human rights of an African or Asian child. I'm not an expert, but I think I speak for us all when I say that the poor have no voice in our civilization. When our American capital markets are in trouble, everybody runs to the rescue, even our federal government. But where are our superheroes when our poverty-stricken residents of the world are dying and suffering each day? I'm a resident of poor America, where most people don't understand the corporate vernacular. We don't own beachfront property, nor do we have diversified investment portfolios. We're accustomed to the layoffs, eviction, foreclosure, and the repossessions. When trouble is brewing in our American economy, we suffer the most, yet our voices are heard the least. Poverty is an epidemic. The conditions that exist in Asia, Africa, and other poverty-stricken regions abroad are almost unimaginable. We can't wait on superheroes any longer. They're not coming. And no disrespect to our government, but right now their focus is on the middle and the upper class. Right now, what we have to do is focus on helping each other. We can talk about our plans and ideas, but we can't talk about our plans and ideas any longer. We have to put them into action. Where there's an opportunity to give, we have to be givers. Where there's an opportunity to help, we have to be helpers. Where there's an opportunity to serve, we have to be of service. We have to be more loving. We have to be more encouraging. We cannot afford to turn our backs on the ones who everybody else turned their backs on. In an era where poverty is an epidemic, we cannot afford not to give back. We have to live our lives as examples so that the generation that comes after us be better than we've ever dreamed. I believe in an end to poverty. I believe in a day that all young men and all young women can stand up tall and say, I have an opportunity. This is Jovan Roseboro, the author of The Only One That Can Stop Me Is Me. One love.